Hey, whistle at that mutt of yours to
Mutt!
stop barking.
What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah.
Come on,
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure thing, Henry.
What do you want to win?
Look, if you...
And if I win?
Well, I've got this silver ring here I won from Oates yesterday. I'll wager that.
Sounds fair to me. All right, it's a deal.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones. It's a good thing you don't throw like that all the time. That must hurt. Ha! Ha ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow, we'll drink on.
That's just great.
You can never have...
All right, let's carry on.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side. Here. Ha ha!
That's just great.
You can never...
All right, let's carry on. Now I'll show you.
We'll see whose side luck is on today. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know? Aye, that'll do. Here. My God! Oh, come on! Well, you're not afraid of anything. Aye, that'll do. My God, I'm done. If I was you, I'd take it. Your loss, my gain. Wonderful.
That's just great.
You can...
All right.
Come on, then. Show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. That's enough for me. Your turn. Curva! Damn your eyes. You played well. What's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring. Come on, Conrad. Let's throw a few dice.
Hey, Oaks. I won a ring off Tankard at dice. I believe it's yours.
Really? Christ, it is mine. I lost it yesterday. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
Hey, Conrad.
Mutt!
One little game, eh?
Leave me alone. I know you
Here you
only
go.
too well.
Take
So,
it.
one little game, and then you go and take my last groschen.
This is boring. Why don't we
Well then, Henry?
put him across?
Henry! Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologised to us. If Hannah had seen it. Maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit? After that long journey. With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. I see you're still in armour, so we can get to it right away. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Put off this evening at least.
So, shall we start?
Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take... Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work off a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Now save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard! Good! Good!
Crash of blade.
Nice! That's the way! Nice!
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
That's it! Pretty good! Nice! But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready! Nice! Good, Henry! My word. You're turning into a real master swordsman.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then. Good riposte. Nice work, Henry. Oh, nice, Henry. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard. Your first hit. All square again. Well done.
Nice! Now that's what I call swordplay. Come on, Henry! See that, fellas? Nice draw.
Fuck me.
Don't you think you should yield? Nice technique. Did you see that?
Fuck me.
Ow! Kurwa!
Fuck me.
Go for it!
Ow! Kurwa!
I yield! Enough! Oh, fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
Come on, Henry!
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oates? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we dragged you home right away...
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot...
Throwing groschen around like that? Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's brave. She saved my life when I went back to Skalitz after it was razed to bury my parents, and a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Needed a bit of peace and quiet. I had a stroll around, checking out what plants grow here, praying for the success of our mission, and I came back.
At last someone with some sense, who's not in a hurry all the time.
If I always had to think everything over, but...
I wouldn't have rolled in the hay with so many girls if I spent my time just thinking about it.
Thanks for the prayer, anyway.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
Ah, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Ah, Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
looks of you, fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans!
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Hear that singing? They must be close.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Hey? All right. What was that?
Be quiet.
What was that?
Na poli na chvilku rozhalila košilku, vidět byl jen kousek, báby křičujou se, aleluja domine, aleluja domine. Pána je u muziky, směje se na kasníky, klient pijou jedí, pána sama sedí, aleluja domine, aleluja.
Henry, I told you to... Fucking God, you're a...
We've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake. Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away. Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said!
What the fuck? She's mine!
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
Just now! Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them up on the other side! Oh, these torches, quick! Oh, Mott.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You're rescuing a damsel in distress.
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah! Fuck!
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish. We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trusky? Use your head. There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the guard.
We
And
can't
keep
go
your
this
eyes
way.
peeled,
Go
right?
around.
You two, go up there.
Use your
Get a
head.
move on.
Be careful. Stick
You watch
behind
this
me.
side of the rock. And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know.
Use your head.
And come back
Be
and give me a full
careful. Stick
report.
behind me.
Footprints, blood
Sacre.
trails,
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Get to work!
You honestly think they could swim all the fucking way across?
Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on
Now.
the summer.
Stumbling about in pitch black, when all your talk does is blind you.
Killed in his skirmish.
Maybe. But I still can't see his blood.
No, no, no. Fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Find them! Kurva! They're fleeing into the rock! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
What now?
Eh? Hans!
They're here!
There's
Take
more of
cover,
them up
run ahead
top.
of them.
Where now, for fuck's sake?
I should get back to Hans. He didn't follow me. Ah, fuck. Where's Capon? He must have fled from them through the other gorge. I have to find him. Hans! Hey, Hans! Where is he? Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
Yeah. Oh, God, I found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
You're a dead man! Kurva! I'm wounded!
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trotsky? There's someone in front of us! Down!
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the guard.
We can't
Keep
go
your
this
eyes
way.
peeled,
Go
right?
around.
You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rock. And you, go to the far east. If they didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the found, I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report.
Use your head.
Footprints,
Be
footprints,
careful.
everything.
Stick behind me.
Get to work.
Or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish
Now.
on the other side.
Stumbling a bat, reach back. Those little talky ducks will blind you. Leave the house. Catch you from then to then.
Here! Oh, thank God we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
You're a dead man! What the? Blood?
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa. Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
Am I dead?
Not yet. I'm dead, though.
Well, if I'm not, then how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all.
And where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. We've got to disappear. Come on, I'll help you up. How are you holding up? We'll get out of the woods and find something. Then we'll get back home.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled, right? You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. If they didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond, I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints, blood trails, everything. Get to work!
Sacra! He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Do you honestly think they could swim all the fucking way across? Shut up! Or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black. When all your torch does is blind you, leave it out.
Catching some naked men in the forest is better than getting killed in a skirmish.
Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing.
Here! Oh, thank God we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen, and I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
Fuck you, whoreson! Ah. 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 Fucking hell!
We'll get out of the woods and find whatever we have for.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled, right? You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. If they didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond, I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints, blood trail, everything. Get to work!
Use your head. Be careful. Stick behind me.
Do you honestly think they could swim all the fucking way across?
Shut up. Got a chief for here.
It's still easier here than that skirmish right
Now.
outside.
Stumbling about in the pitch black. When all your torch does is blind you, leave it out.
here.
Oh, God, we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen, and I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit! Fucking hell! Fuck that!
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword.
How are you holding up?
Not good. I feel like it's all up for me.
Just hang in there, damn it. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
Horseman. Faster.
I'm doing what I can, pal. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck!
What's the matter?
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on!
Bianca.
Come on!
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important in the truck. Go to the castle.
Easy.
Hurry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to Sir Roger.
Christ's sake!
If anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on!
Trust me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see.
Henry, focus.
Take me away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
No.
Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Mount.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa. Dead. They're all dead.
But we aren't yet. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We. Come on.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, stop!
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
I've come from Scallops. They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold.
Bushena's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more. Aye. True bliss is a full belly. Ah. I feel like a new man. Well, seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here. I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, so consider...
I will.
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life...
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him all. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion, but I can't just give it to him now. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, you ought to be able to manage that. You've got
Easy as pie. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Christ wounds! Try thinking with your head, and we need freshly picked sage, not sage, has a purple blossom at the back of the hut. There's a... You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with the...
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. Seeing him lying there gives me...
I understand. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best...
Not to worry. I'll see what... I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble.
Well, if you think...
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. And when you're done with that, better have...
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again.
All right. I'll get to it.
His breathing's pretty weak, but it's ready.
I should eat something. This'll be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir... Hans. I should eat something. Bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy. I can't just go wandering around. I have a duty to Sir Hans. Shit! My shoulder. Oh, this bastard's hard work. He can't be in the ground soon enough. I can't just go off and leave Hans to his fate. Damn, the shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. That's it. Chamomile. Purple flower. Sage. There we go. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Beano on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Beano's?
One more time. I'm looking for those renegades who've been pillaging around the domain. They slaughtered some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. 2 of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it? We're from Lord von Burgos. We're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Burgos' people, and I ain't never seen you before.
Lord von Burgos is reinforcing his garrison on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new.
What? Shouldn't all his people have waffen rocks and shields with his colours?
For Christ's sake. Hey? Hey! Lord von Burgov sent us to find a couple of them fled. So tell me who...
I'm Henry of Skalitz. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses.
Shit, how about that? We're not von Burgov's men, and we'll deal with him later. Like we did, we'll take your Sir Hans with us.
Hey, you!
This'll be quick,
What do you
boy.
want?
Sick 'em,
This'll be
Growler.
quick, boy.
Ah!
Ah! Call I'm wounded! Ah! Ah! Fucking hell!
Oh, bleeding, are we? You want me to get your ma? Show! Bad!
Ah!
God in heaven, you look a sight. My word, they worked you over good.
That's nothing but a scratch or two.
Don't play the hero. I can't show me that. I'll try and get you into better shape. Well, now.
Much better. Thanks a lot. And are you all right? They didn't harm you?
No. But I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
I'm sorry, but I can't tell you any more about us. I know he doesn't quite look the part, but it's true that Hans Capon is a real nobleman. It's up to him to decide what we can or can't tell you. And it's also true that we were ambushed yesterday down by the pond. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have 2 fresh corpses in my yard.
Now, don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left.
I'd be eternally grateful, but be careful while you're at it.
What about Sir Hans?
He's holding up, but what he needs most now is that remedy.
Here.
Excellent. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But it's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. But you can do... My eyes are so bad, it'd take...
All right. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench of...
That's grand. And not to worry, I have a book here with the recipe. But...
I can read as well as any man, if that's what...
Well, now. I thought your friend was just delirious with that talk about...
I'll take the book just in case, but...
Of course.
I really need to eat something. There's nothing left here. Ah, fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder. Ooh.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start. You must have read it by now. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. What's taking you so long, lad? You've got the pitchers there on the shelf on the left. Just pick the right one. So, what did you pour in there?
Water.
Why water? You were supposed to pour in wine. Empty it out and start again. What are you waiting for? So, what did you pour in there?
Don't worry. I poured wine in there. I don't make the same mistake twice.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Should I have boiled that chamomile on a smaller fire?
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell!
Ugh.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once.
Aye, that's the best remedy. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armour. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes...
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favours the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle, and I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was! Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Beano, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Beano.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you, and we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing art. And you have rightfully earned the House of Life all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the door...
doors of Perkstein shall always be open.
Thank you, sir. Though I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Mark. Just got held up in Prospect.
All places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home, so you're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow.
Anything does happen, we've got Growler, and he won't leave us in the lurch.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my...
I know how it sounds, believe me. I've never missed...
Of course, Henry, but that's nonsense. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's out. It was dark. God knows...
I saw him!
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you.
But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword.
Come on, let's get going.
hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also... ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it
Or not! Get your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Well, different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Oh, we could track down those bandits and get our letter back.
How do you ask them nicely? Or do you want to charge them and...
Service is kind of slow today.
They're very droll. Now, find out where they put the letter. Grab...
Are you dreaming?
Quite a strong one. Maybe.
Bollocks, old pal.
Well, what else do you want to do?
To Rat-Eye? You just don't get it, do you? Be a laughing stock.
A laughing stock?
Yes, and how come they got away with it? We've got no message. Nope.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenas. The best way to honour their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Rat-Eye with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
Beware of that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word. That's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before.
Don't worry. I'm Catherine, and I've got the...
Ah, that's another matter, then. Oh, my. Ugh. Can you smell that, too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my stinking up...
Doesn't half taste good today.
Talk about your captain.
Oh. Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment, then.
The stuff's undrinkable.
I'll be right back.
Leave it out. Once you got...
Sorry to bother you, but...
Oh, eh? Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the...
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you are...
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
No.
Then get ready. You pair ordered a lot more than so your work.
Can't it wait? We've got coin, just...
Oh, why? Over there by the gate, there's a... My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. You have to lay each sack on the planks. So if you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy.
Carrying sacks. We can do a lot more than just lugging stuff from place to place. Before we were ambushed, we were carrying an important message for Lord von Berghoff. We're envoys. Important messengers. If you need someone to negotiate for you, we're your...
Negotiate what? Like it or not? You can't... Is that...
All right.
Glad to hear it. Where are you actually from?
Scallis.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
It ain't what it used to be. My knees
I heard some talk about...
Ah, young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter. When rich folks get married, that's her fee.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, young Svaja there, he's the bride's...
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. Aye,
Now,
coming
my
right
belly
up.
would get in the way. Better to have a drink.
I talked to that woman.
I noticed. It didn't...
The main thing is...
It's definitely her, though.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. Some lord said it looks like it's going to be...
Why should some wedding in a shithole near...
Because it looks like...
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. And that shouldn't be a problem.
I'll come up with...
I hope so. We'll ask...
There's something else we have to...
I noticed that.
We can work off our debt. If we both do.
Lug sap!
I'm serious.
I can't...
Come on.
Maybe not now. People will remember my face, and when everything's as if the disgrace at the gate...
Look, we're not in a... So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget a bit of honest work.
Henry, haven't you ever heard...
Would that be some aristocrat...
Not so... Oratoris, Laboratoris, and Bellatoris. Now, so if you find me a sword...
We don't have swords, and we don't...
So we're fucked until someone rolls up his sleeves and gets to work. By which I mean, someone of the appropriate state. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bella Torres and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
We don't have time for your spoilt brat manners now. Either we get to work, or we'll be stuck here forever.
Manners? I'll put manners on you. It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here. I mean it, Henry.
Suit yourself, then. Right.
Well, if it makes... that too, but above all, as soon as we have at least some gear, although, if you think about the 3 states of man...
How generous of...
I know, my dear...
What now?
I was wondering...
And what can I get
lend
for
me
you?
your
I'll
bullet.
take it to the butcher. And the more I think about it, the clearer it is to me that... Take her away. Somewhere she's out of sight.
Who is this?
Can't you tell by the name? Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son, they used to be a rich family.
Could I get to the...
I don't know about...
I'll go and start...
Nice.
Easy does it.
You're in need of money, friend.
We'll talk about
True
it
enough.
later.
God be with you.
To pay the tithe
And with you.
and give something to the church for my father's requiem.
How are you?
mass.
Could be better.
It's like...
Greetings to you.
Likewise.
I haven't seen you here before.
You're right, but I promised myself I wouldn't leave it till the last moment.
Well,
So, have you got any ideas?
Ordinary?
I find that hard to believe.
You look like beggars. You two are an odd...
Do me a favour. It's obvious that... What do they call you?
Henry of Skalitz.
So, Henry.
Since you...
I heard there's going to be a big wedding.
That's right.
Everyone wants...
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way...
Because you...
Of course I was invited. But what a... We're all just playthings.
Trying to sound clever.
All I'm saying...
Sod that. Even Lord von Burgo himself is going to be at the wedding. And he hardly ever shows his face in public.
I'm looking for...
And what can you...
I can do a lot of things.
Bugger me. A blacksmith you and my apprentices have just vanished along with... If you're not talking shit, and you can wield a hand. And if you prove your worth, I'll even take you to that wedding.
Why would you work at a forge? Come and I can get you to that wedding too.
Leave it out, you rogue. I asked him first.
My own pa was a blacksmith, so I...
Bugger me. That's a lot more than a... Whenever you're passing by that way, drop into my forge in Takov and ask for Radovan.
I've got to be...
Wait. What's your story?
You ain't, are you?
We're messengers who were supposed... We set up camp down by the pond. It was only through luck that we lost everything.
You can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you back, but it's true. There's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting...
Aye, these are...
Farewell, then.
Farewell.
She's safe. There'd have to be two of it.
Greetings.
Hi, that's me.
I'm Henry of Skalitz.
I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No. I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
I heard there's gonna...
Aye, that's true. A big affair. Guests from Ivan von Berghoff will come.
Look, I need to pass... Do you think you...
Invite you?
It would only be...
Look, loads of lackeys like you. I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Berghoff.
You must know young Lord Sem...
Aye, he's a close friend.
Odd.
He spends more time in the woods than at home. Always riding off somewhere and doesn't want to talk about it. Maybe he'll be his old self after the wedding.
I already know how to get to the wedding. I spoke to the miller and the smith, and they...
Oh, aye. The smith does business with old Tamim, and nothing happens around the... But watch out. If I see you're up to...
Thanks.
Wait a moment. It occurred to me we could roll... You know what? If you...
You'd invite us?
You'd have to beat me.
We'll see if...
You really are.
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time. Nothing worth mentioning. These ones here... My God! Oh, come on! These ones here... Oh, come on! Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything. Damn it! They're yours, lad. What can you do? Money,
That was a pretty... Bollocks it is. Oh well.
What about a rematch?
No chance. The offer...
Somewhere she's out of sight. You know.
Where you going?
So she's safe.
Butcher? Safe?
God, I'm bored shit.
Oof! That isn't half heavy.
Oh. God bless.
Well, my dog died. Oh, that's a shada.
To good health.
Careful!
Right, listen to this. Non qui negat.
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Clever you. Do you know what it means?
No. And I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one hand.
What did you say? Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trusky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Have you got anything to eat?
Stop insulting our dead companions.
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Did you hear what that lying nobody wants?
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Didn't you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh, no. Reinforcements. I'm so scared. Take your numbskull friend and get out of our village. Right now.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then. You scum!
To fight!
It was him!
Yeah,
finish this quickly.
Show your...
Stop beating him!
Good!
Now you're mine, you bastard!
Nalos?
Lighten up, madman!
Wanker! Oh, fucker! Let him have it!
What do you want? You're no match for us, fucker!
You shouldn't have fucked with us, you bastard! Why'd you do it?
Show what you're made of! Now you'll die!
Shame on you!
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Hey, shit! Now you fucked up!
He's nearly got me!
Nalos?
Everyone but dear Omar!
Scheiße! You won't get me! Take that fucker out! Damn it!
Still believe in yourself?
This is unbelievable!
Right!
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak...
Oh. You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that nest.
Oh, yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault. What happened in the tavern?
What? My fault? You can't be serious! Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
I don't fucking believe it! You're really gonna blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. Ah, what an idiot I was to stand up for you.
And what good did it do? Fuck all! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you! I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive. Isn't that Otto?
Hey! Open Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
All right. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good-for-nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Henry? Well, come on. I don't bite.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I do, and that's thanks to you, the senior.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, Not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me?
No offence.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back...
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know.
Oh well. It was...
Don't worry.
I'd like to report an ambush.
That's a serious matter.
Well,
I don't understand why he's not lodging a
It's a long story.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure. If you were telling the truth, I'm sorry, lad, but...
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man.
I can't help you with that.
I need to speak with...
With the royal check?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's...
And where do I find...
Where do you think?
But they won't let me in.
What do you want me to do? I'm not going to put in a word for you.
What's new in the...
I heard Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Gelievites. Will they never cut it out? And now I've been visited by one of the local... He said he found more fresh graves behind his field.
What do you mean, more?
That we found someone buried here. Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running ram... Also, if it wasn't... Now someone's stealing...
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just... Say, do I really have to do this? Do I... And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my mum.
What was in there?
I have no idea what it said, but it was my master's beloved.
Oh, so it could just as easily...
I don't really care what was in it.
Would you like me to help you?
There's no point now.
Do you know where you might...
I haven't the faintest idea.
You should have been more careful. Losing the one thing you...
I know, So I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack...
Well, if you ask me...
No way!
And if I give you a thrash...
At least I know you won't flay me.
Very well then. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
Oh!
All right. Do you think that... Glad to be of help, then. Take care.
Bless you.
You're having problems with the Jeliovites?
Not just me, my friend. The winter before last, they piled snow in front of everyone, and last year, they broke into my cellar and pissed in my beer barrel.
Gracious.
Not yet, no. But since you're here, I've got a plan you could help me out with. I'd pay you well. You can count on that.
What exactly would you like me to do?
Don't worry. I won't make you do any shoveling. I'd hate to reveal my plan, only for...
All right.
Listen up, then. Old Albram, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Zhelyov, has this beautiful bull. White as snow he is. The finest animal far and wide. Obviously, he's very proud of it. Now you will give his beautiful snow-white bull a nice new coat of paint. Simple, right?
Painting a bull, eh? That sounds like fun.
Right. We just have to work out a few details. First, we have to get some paint. I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village, but you can try and ask... And after that, we'll have to make sure the bull stays... Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. I hear he can make some kind of sleeping. If you pour it in the bull's water trough, I'm sure it'll do the trick. But watch out. That beast is enormous. You'd better put at least 3 doses of the potion in.
All right, then. Albrum's bull will be getting a new coat of paint.
Albrum's going to lose his mind. I can't wait. And remember, it's supposed to be a joke. If you get caught or something goes wrong, the whole thing will be ruined.
Right. So... What's new around?
He's got a cottage near Vidlac Pond. So I hope he hasn't started drinking somewhere else. You could also stop by and see Old Mouth. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things. But I have some... And that's all, lads.
Sounds interesting.
Aye. Don't shove.
One beer.
Welcome.
People call you the Mouth, right? They say you tell all sorts of stories.
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Danyik. Got that? What's a bughead?
I'm sorry.
Pleased to meet you. But you were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something... But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had...
To your health.
Thank you very much. I knew you wouldn't leave me high and dry. So what kind of story would you like to hear?
I like stories that can teach me something.
Haven't you heard enough of those in church? But it's not a problem. I have... So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba. One day, at the height of summer, they were working. But as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and he pulled out an axe. Yes.
Good God.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest. He searched the pond again, and this time
I reckon that was the right choice.
Well, quite. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out. You're a righteous man, Matthias, and for your honesty, you may keep both. Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, so he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water, but the water goblin heard his shameful So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a 3rd time, the water goblin seized his hand.
Well, all was as it should have.
I don't think so. He went to the water goblin and begged for his brother's body, but the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged body, exhausted Matthias. He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used this, but it wasn't enough. Somehow, it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. It was the silver axe. The axe... So he started bashing the silver axe against a big stone with all his might. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty spot with a view over the valley and dug his brother a grave. There, he buried both his brother and the silver axe that had brought such pain upon them. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then, but some have had the bad luck to bump into him. And when you walk by the pier, where it all happened, you can still hear his chuckling.
That was a very nice story.
Story?
Why hasn't anyone gone?
Because it brings misfortune. Look for yourself if Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The Water Goblin's Pier is somewhere among the reeds. But leave me out of it. Farewell.
I need something that'll put animals to sleep.
Well, it's true. I used a concoction that will put even a startled mare to sleep in no... But the recipe is an old blacksmith's secret.
Well, I don't want it just for the sake...
So, Project and Olbram are at it again. Well, what the hell. Maybe if I help you pay up...
Thank you.
So...
Wouldn't you tell if my dad was a swordsmith?
But you didn't pay much attention, did you now?
I'll buy your...
So?
All right. I'm here then.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not work. What's your name?
That's right.
You said...
Aye, that's me. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any.
For the nobility, eh? Well, as it happens, I have to forge a whip.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to... You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade.
Sure thing.
Great. Fine
iron.
You can't make... But if you don't have your own stuff, you can get... I'm sorry. Go over to the anvil, and let's get started.
Watch where you're going.
Who are you barking at, eh?
Wait, you can't go there.
Who are you barking at? I don't see anything here.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up, bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. Work better. Try it out. See? It's the color of straw. Which is what you want. Heated the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Oh, Jesus, it has to be even! Henry, focus! Give it a try! So what then? If you can't handle it, I'll have you make nails instead. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. Henry, when you've got a workpiece heated up, you can't just stand there and gape at it. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. Sparks are flying nicely. Well struck. That's the ring you want. Sparks are flying nicely. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right. Let's have... Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, it's all about making sure that's why you can't let it get... If you work evenly, each strike falling right... Got that?
Thanks.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And of course, you can... Any questions?
Where can I...
You can buy some... But if you want to make a fancy sword with... This is just a village, you know.
What now?
What do you think? You're pretty good at swords, but what the local... Right. Here are some simple drawings that show you can get down...
Just like that?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the...
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problem.
Christ almighty.
I have to hammer it more evenly. have to hammer it more evenly.
Christ, what a day.
I can't keep hitting the same place. This'll be done in no time. I've been banging this spot for a long time. And that's that. There's a couple more things.
Ask away.
What good does it?
It makes you work to a rhythm.
Thanks. What do you have?
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
I've been banging this spot for a long time. Halfway there. Good. That looks finished. What do you...
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend. It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off...
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where...
All right.
Go ahead. And if you find...
Gladly. Can I ask you...
What is it you...
Have you any idea which way they might have gone?
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, but I've got a bad feeling they...
All right.
Time's waste.
You know what?
So, you're in the train. Listen up, then. You take some poppy and thistle and boil them in oil. Then...
That doesn't sound too...